Hi y'all, Jeff from the Idiot Car Guys. So as you can see today, this is not about a Mercedes-Benz. That's right folks, you're looking at a 2011 Ram 1500 5.7 liter Hemi motor in it. Now I've had this truck folks for about 7 years. I think it'll be coming up on 7 years here in May. And quite frankly, this truck has done me very well. Over the years, I've had virtually no issues with it. But it does go to show you, when you do take care of a vehicle and do its necessary maintenance, that it actually will continue to run for you. This truck has 192,000 miles on it currently right now, and still runs. I still tow a 32-foot travel trailer. I have great luck with it. It's got plenty of power. Now, as far as the travel trailer itself, it is a little heavy for this truck because this is only rated as a half-ton truck, as you all know. It's a 1500, but I've had to modify the rear suspension just to carry the tongue load on this, and so I put airbags in the coil springs on the back. But folks, here it is. This is a pretty step up to the plate truck. It is a four-wheel drive. It is the Laramie package, so therefore it's got all the creature comforts that were offered back in 2011. Heated and cooled front seats, heated rear seats, leather, sliding moonroof, four-wheel drive. It's a step up to the plate truck. I mean, it does what it's intended to do. Now, here in Nebraska, there's always the controversy with Ford, Chevy, Dodge. Well, you have people that own them all. Okay, one of my daughters has a Chevrolet truck. Tom, the other idiot car guy, he's got a Ford, and he's going to do a walk around on his Ford truck as well at some point. And his truck, I think, is about the same year and has probably about the same amount of miles, and it's the Platinum version Ford F-150. It's a good truck. This one, when I bought it several years ago, I did buy the extended warranty. And folks, when you go to buy a later model vehicle, sometimes you actually have to you have to spend the extra money, the $2,500 to $3,500 on the extended warranty. And I'm glad I did, because I did have a few issues. First, I did have a transfer case seal leak. That I got, it was resolved under that warranty. Then I had a half shaft, the right half shaft, that went bad. So I got that replaced. And then there was a couple other things, but I've kept the service records on this. So when I do either sell or trade this off, everybody's going to know, what's been done to the truck and when. It was pretty much done at the same dealership at the time, because, well, that was the best way, for me to get it done, and they treated me right. So, but, now I'm faced with, with a 192,000 mile truck. What do? Do I keep it? Do I sell it? Do I drive it until it's, no longer? I mean, you look inside this truck here, and other than a little dirt on the floor, the back seats are in great shape. I mean, there's no tears, no rips. I mean, the leather is in great shape. And I've taken people to the river, so we go boating, which, by the way, this has towed my boat. And again, like I mentioned, it towed my camper. So, and I even put my own, its own brake controller in there, the one that matches right up to the harness. This truck also, as far as the interior, like I said, it's in great shape. the only defect or anything that's gotten worn is right here. I mean, this is the only thing at 190 some thousand miles, you know, has happened. And that's just getting in and out. Okay. But you can see overall, you know, the dash, everything is good shape. It does have GPS built in. I mentioned it's got the moonroof. Oh yeah, and when I bought this truck, the other thing was the dome lights didn't work, and of course I wouldn't take delivery of it until the dealership, you know, got that resolved. I mean, I was at the time, I think I was spending $29,000 on this truck, and so they gave me a loaner because I'd already financed or had my financing done. And they put it back in the shop. It took almost 3 weeks. And what they had to do was replace the cluster. The cluster controls all of the electronic pieces that take place in this. And so that was a challenge. But hey, they gave me a truck to drive, so that was good. It wasn't quite as nice as the one I have here, but it was still, they didn't leave me hanging. So the dealership did a great job. So I'll go back to them at some point. I'm looking, you know, at possibly trading. But, you know, again, this truck's paid for. There's a little rust taking place on the rockers, as you can probably see in the reflection on the running boards. That's age, you know, and that's the salt that takes place around here. But overall, you know, folks, it does what it's supposed to do. And I'm kind of, you know, favor the Ram. You know, I kind of favor the Ram truck. You know, like I said, one of my daughters has got a Chevy. Tom's got the Ford. And, you know, we all give each other, you know, a hard time about our trucks. But, you know, in the end, they do what they're supposed to do. And this is no different. Again, like I said, I've not had, you know, a lot of trouble with it. In fact, just to give you a heads up on this, since I've owned this and have driven it 120-ish thousand miles, maybe 130, I think I bought it when it had 72,000 miles on it. I have yet to do a tune-up. That's right. I've put additives in the fuel from time to time to keep the injectors clean, and still not had any issues. Now, does it get, you know, is it getting as good a gas mileage as it did back when I first got it? Yeah, pretty close. But, you know, I haven't had to spend the $400 on a tune-up, because remember, this is a Hemi motor, folks. It has 2 plugs per cylinder. And so when I go to do the tune-up, we're talking, you know, 16 spark plugs. We're talking a coil pack for each cylinder, or coil pack, I believe, for each cylinder. And so the tune-up just in parts alone is going to be $200 and some. If I have the dealership do it, they quoted me $460 some, and that was with the copper plugs. There are a difference in the mid model year of 2011 that this truck, this motor, actually has. They changed style of plugs. They used a copper or a platinum. Fortunately, when I did the VIN search on this one uses the copper, so it is a little less expensive. But still, keep in mind, $400 to tune up a truck, that's a little bit of money. So, but again, that's maintenance. You have to do that. So I encourage, you know, anybody that's buying a 3 to 5 year old truck, you know, do look into the extended warranties. They do pay for themselves. I don't have any specific company that I'm going to recommend. I just happened to get the one through the dealer that I bought this through, and I was very, very happy. There are a lot of fly-by-night warranty companies out there, so be careful. Do your own due diligence. I also highly recommend continuing to keep up with your service, because don't let it go. I mean, vehicles today, with the cost of them going up so much, they tend to, you know, you're not going to get your trade-in value, or you're not going to be able to sell it for what you need to get out of it sometimes to get into that next step. So it's always good to take care of it. That's just part of the cost of ownership. So do your due diligence when you look at vehicles. I mean, these, again, this is a vehicle that I've used every day for a long time. Now it's just used, you know, for towing trailers and things like that, and still runs and drives. So if you have any questions, certainly put them down into the comment section. If you'd like to make an offer on this truck, I may end up selling it. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it's not perfect, but it's got to be worth something. I mean, all the stuff on it still works. I do have to replace one blend door actuator, but other than that, it's just got a delay on when the AC kicks on. So, but that's something I can do when it warms up a little bit more, and when I take the dash apart, it doesn't break any of the plastic pieces. But other than that, I'm in great shape. This truck, like I said, it's never failed me, and I've had the best luck with it. If you have any questions, please shoot them in the comments section. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate you watching our videos. I will tell you, come about the 15th or so of April, we're going to have kind of an anniversary, because we started this about the 5th or 7th of May last year, this YouTube channel, The Idiot Car Guys. Back then we started, it was called The Idiot Mercedes Guys, but we kind of changed it to The Idiot Car Guys because, well, between Tom and I, we just seem to like buying cars and selling them. And so we're going to line up all the ones that we bought and not sold, because I haven't sold any of mine. He has, but I haven't. And we're going to line them up, all the Mercedes-Benzes, and kind of have an anniversary video. So be looking for that. So I encourage you to subscribe so you can see that. Hey, again, thanks for watching. We appreciate you watching our channel. Bye.